What if the Threnodians were never truly part of Solaris 3? What if everything we've been fighting wasn't invading our world, but reaching into it from somewhere else? In Wuthering Waves, we've seen spatial rifts, tacet marks, tacet fields, and beings that clearly don't follow the same rules as everything else. And today, I want to talk about a theory. What if Threnodians and tacet discords originate from an entirely different dimension, Sonoro, or something beyond Solaris 3 itself? Let's break this down. Let's start with Fenrico. We know that the gem Fenrico holds is a residual fragment of Leviathan's power, one of the Threnodians. The moment Fenrico uses that residue, something strange happens. A spatial crack appears behind him, shaped exactly like a tacet mark. This is important, because we've seen this exact phenomenon before. When Overthrax summoned Dreamless, the same type of spatial distortion appeared. Not a portal in the traditional sense, but a tear in reality itself. This strongly suggests that Threnodian power doesn't just activate abilities, it pierces space. Now let's talk about Frolova. When Frolova summons Hecate from her Sonoro called Beyond, we once again see a similar spatial rift forming. The shape, the energy, the distortion, it all matches. And then it hits you. You know what else has that exact same structure? Tacet fields. Whether it's Huanglong or Rinashita, tacet fields always appear with a star-like formation. Not random, not natural. This recurring shape might actually be a visual indicator of interdimensional interference. In other words, whenever that shape appears, something is reaching Solaris 3 from elsewhere. Threnodians don't act directly at first. They use vessels. Overthrax used Crownless to fight Geshu Lin, Dreamless to confront Rover and Jian. Leviathan seeks to use Imperator to create Fleur-de-Lis, a perfect vessel. Why? Because manifesting fully in Solaris 3 seems to require a physical anchor. They don't just want destruction, they want efficient frequency harvesting. And to do that, they need bodies capable of existing in this dimension. Now here's a detail many people overlook. Overthrax has already awakened once, and that awakening didn't happen in isolation. Shortly after, other Threnodians began to emerge. This implies something terrifying. Threnodians are connected, not just conceptually, but through a telepathic or frequency-based network. They share information, they learn from each other, they adapt. These aren't mindless calamities, they're intelligent entities responding to changes across dimensions. So now we ask the real question. Where do tacet discords, and Threnodians, actually originate? The answer is probably not Solaris 3. Tacet fields are described as gateways that connect Solaris 3 to an unknown space via the white resonance cord. That alone tells us something crucial. Solaris 3 is not the source, it's the destination. Everything points to the same conclusion: spatial rifts, repeating star-shaped anomalies, Sonoro summons, vessel dependency. All signs indicate interdimensional origin, possibly Sonoro, possibly a deeper layer beyond it. If this theory is true, then Threnodians are not just enemies. They are invaders from a higher or parallel dimension, slowly learning how to fully exist in ours. And that raises a terrifying question. What happens when they no longer need vessels? When Solaris 3 can no longer resist dimensional interference? That might be the true endgame of Wuthering Waves. But that's just my theory. What do you think? Do Threnodians truly come from another dimension? Or is Solaris 3 hiding a darker truth we haven't seen yet? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.